I'm Allie, and we're back with U.S. Class of Muscle Cars, and I'm here with
Bob.
And Bob, please tell us a little bit about this beautiful car.
Well, this is a 1970 Plymouth Superbird with the HEMI in it. And the current owner that has it right now, he's had it for probably about 35 years. And it's been in his private collection the whole time, never been driven. When we got it out of his collection, when he decided to sell it, he just wanted to freshen it up a little bit, make it presentable, get it running well. Because after all those years, it's, things deteriorate, so.
And you said that this was only a partial restoration then, right?
Only partial, yes. It could use a body restoration. To the trained eye, there's a few different colored yellows on it, but he didn't want to take it that far, so part of it was just getting the brakes working right, getting the suspension cleaned up, getting the motor cleaned up, getting it running good, and getting it here.
Absolutely. And now, do you have a couple favorite things about this car?
The motor, definitely. It's unusual to see a HEMI in these cars. A lot of them come with 440s, but the HEMI is just a beast, and you always like to see that. If it was a 4-speed car, it'd be very unusual, but it's an automatic, which still doesn't take away from the car, but 4 speeds are definitely more desirable.
Oh, absolutely. And then can you tell us a little bit about the wing?
The wing, it's adjustable. When they use these on the racetrack, obviously it would help with aerodynamics, but for a road car, it's not going to help you very much other than just for looks.
Absolutely, and it's really
that's
unique.
Obviously the distinguishable feature of the car.
And of course, the Roadrunner cartoon around the car.
Of course.
Now, you said that you had multiple cars here, correct?
We do. In addition to this, we have a ZL1 Camaro right on the end, a Yanko Camaro on that end, and a 1962 Corvette on the other end.
Now, roughly, how many hours of restoration do you think you worked on this car?
It's hard to guesstimate, but we probably have at least 150 to 200 hours just into what we did to the car.
Oh, wow.
And that's not a full restoration, obviously. So it adds up quick.
Absolutely. And then if you could just ballpark, what would you guess that this car will auction for?
We're guessing in the ballpark of $200,000 to $225,000. We're hoping for the best, obviously, but we'll soon find out.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Bob, real quick, how did you get so lucky into working in the car industry and getting the restoration?
My dad started the business in 1985, and obviously, as long as he's been around cars, as long as I've been around cars. So, my dad started working out of his garage at home, and it slowly evolved into him buying his shop in the Milwaukee area. And after a number of years, we bought the building next door to our first shop, and that's where we've been ever since. So you get one car in by a particular customer, and word of mouth spreads pretty quick, especially if you do good work.
And what'd you say the name of your company is?
Corvette Connection. So usually people that own cars like this, they don't own just one car, they have multiple cars. So you work on one, you end up working on the rest of them, which is how we landed to working on the Superbird here.
That's really neat. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bob, can you show me the interior of the car?
Of course. Hop in.
It's even comfy. The interior of this car is phenomenal for sure. It definitely takes you back in time a little bit. And I love we've got the cartoon here. And Bob, what was more difficult, the interior or the exterior?
Definitely the exterior. Just a lot more involved, a lot more small parts, a lot more attention to proper details. That doesn't mean the interior isn't difficult to restore, but everything that matters is underneath and under the hood.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, more people see the outside than they do the inside.
That's correct.
What do you think? You think I look good in it?
I think so.
I think you should just hand me the keys and we forget about the auction.
That's right. It's yours.
All right, we good? All right, so if you had to choose between a contemporary muscle car versus an old school muscle car, what would you choose? Leave a comment, let me know. I'll read them and we'll see. I'm curious. And that was a quick look at the Plymouth Superbird. Thank you again. Subscribe and share.